Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Saturday. Hopefully, your Saturday is going well. Hopefully, you're all enjoying a nice weekend. It's Saturday. Hopefully, you all don't have to work. Today is game two of the Yankees Giants series. So, the Yankees are going to have to win today to avoid losing the series. So, let's hope they can come away with a win today. Last night's game was terrible. It was just an all around bad game. I mean, the weather didn't really help either. The weather was just miserable. They finally put the tarp out on the field in the sixth inning. So and they called the game because obviously the weather wasn't going to get any better. It was honestly a good idea. So hopefully they could get a full game in. Hopefully the Yankees can play better. Unfortunately, last night's game was terrible. For lack of a better word, it was just an absolute, like, it was just a headache all around. Marcus Stroman, terrible outing. Which, speaking of Marcus Stroman, he has been placed on the 15-day IL with a knee injury, and the Yankees activated pitcher Alan Winans. So he is the pitcher that's on the major league roster now. So we might see him in action today. But the game should start here. Game two should start here in about less than 10 minutes or so. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's see what we got in the chat right now. We got Jonathan. We got John the Beagle Dad, Susan, Ken. What is up? Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you all hit that like button, hit that subscribe, share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing out this channel. Let's get those likes up too. Be greatly appreciated. It does really help out with the channel. So just to get it out there to more people. But Yankees lineups. Let me go over the lineups here real quick for the Yankees. So today's lineup for the Yankees is Ben Rice leading off. He'll be DHing. Aaron Judge is batting second. He'll be playing right field. Cody Bellinger is playing center field. He'll be batting third. Paul Goldschmidt's at the cleanup spot. He'll be batting fourth. Jazz Chisholm Jr. He'll be batting fifth. He'll be playing second base. Anthony Volpe batting sixth. He'll be playing shortstop. Austin Wells is at the dish. He'll be batting seventh. Jason Dominguez batting eighth. He'll be playing left field. Oswaldo Cabrera batting ninth. He'll be taking over third base duties. And on the mound today, folks, it is Will Warren, who is looking for his first win. So drop your predictions for Will Warren in today's game. Let me know what you all think, how he's going to do. And for the San Francisco Giants, it is Yastrzemski, Adames, Jung-Hoo Lee, Chapman, Ramos, Wade Jr., Flores, Huff, and Fitzgerald. That is your starting lineup for the San Francisco Giants. And the Giants are going to have Jordan Hicks taking the mound today. He'll be starting in today's game. So should be an interesting matchup. But there's a few names that absolutely need to get they need to step up, right? Jazz Chisholm Jr. I'm looking at you. He absolutely needs to step up. He's leading the league right now. He's tied. Last I checked, I don't know if it's still tied, but he's leading the league in strikeouts right now. So that bat has to improve. It has to absolutely improve. Jazz's bat has been bad. Austin Wells, he's another guy. He needs to step up as well with his bat. Cody Bellinger, he's been on a little bit of a slump too. I mean, he absolutely needs to come around as well. Those are just some names that come to mind as far as bats that I think need to step up. And you hope sooner rather than later their bats do turn around, because the offense needs to do some work. They do need to do some more work. And what's up, Brad? Brad's saying that Warren is going to get lit up, so he's not having high confidence in Warren. Uh, Alan Winans, it was the pitcher that was brought up there, Ken. And shout out to Dev Finch. And Dev Finch has been a member of the Strike Zone for 11 months. Thank you so much there, uh, Dev. You're the man, bro. You've been definitely been a big supporter of this channel, and it is greatly appreciated. So thank you so much for your continued support. But yeah, Alan Winans is the pitcher that has been called up for the Yankees, and I feel like a sneeze is coming on right now. So hold on. Sorry about that. So let me know what your predictions for Will Warren. How many strikeouts? How many walks? How many innings does he go in today's game? Um, and shout out to Ken for being a member of the Strike Zone for 11 months. So, Ken, thank you so much for your continued support. You've been supporting me for quite some time now, too. So, I do greatly appreciate it. So, appreciate both you and Dev. I got a lot of members on this channel. I got a lot of subscribers on this channel, folks that have been, following me since day one. And it does mean the world to me. It really does. So, thank you all both very much. And make sure you guys subscribe to Ken's channel over there at Yankees The Ugly Truth. He's been going live. He's doing some good things over there. So let's show him the same support that you all show to this channel and to all the other channels that are out there. It would mean a lot to me, and I know it would mean a lot to Ken. So make sure you guys support all the content creators. But the game should start here momentarily. We're in a commercial break right now. Now, Alan Winans, let's see what the story is with him. Well, it looks like he was drafted by the Mets in the 17th round of the 2018 Major League Baseball June amateur draft from Campbell University, which is in North Carolina. His career, they're showing 1-4 record in 8 games, a 7.20 ERA, only pitched 40 innings, 38 strikeouts. WHIP is about 1 point, if you round it up, 1.58. And I'm just trying to see what he did. So he was with the Braves in 2023 and 2024. 2023, he went 1-2, pitched in 6 games. Let's see. Yeah, he pitched a couple of years with the Atlanta Braves. It looks like he pitched 2 years with the Braves. So it looks like he was part of the Braves organization there for quite some time. So he was drafted by the Mets back in 18. Then he was sent to the Braves in 2021. And then he was selected off of waivers on January 23rd from the Atlanta Braves. So that's the story with him. So it doesn't look like he has a lot of pitching experience, but he could very, it's a fresh arm, could be a Matt Blake project too. So something to keep in mind. Yo, Theo, what's up, man? What is going on? Well, they put Marcus Stroman on the 15-day IL there, Brad. That was the corresponding move. What happens when Clark Schmidt gets back? We're gonna wait and see. So we'll see what happens when he gets activated on the 15th or 16th. And Brad, another one, member of the Strike Zone for 11 months. So shout out to Brad. Thank you so much there, Brad. Always joining us from the land down under. What's up? What's up? Thank you so much. We currently have 70. Yeah. No worries there, Ken. You'll get there, man. You'll get there. What's up, Lou? What is going on? I think Cash is looking for other players, or is he playing Dickey to Dunce? I mean, I don't know. Here's the thing. It's like if things the way I see it is if things continue going in the or in the wrong direction for the Yankees, if it continues trending this way, I would imagine they would have to force themselves to make a move. But at the same time, I mean, just knowing the Yankees, I think they stay put with what they have until the trade deadline comes around. So I could very well be wrong. And we got my boy Rodney in the building, and he just gifted a Strike Zone membership. Let's give a round of applause. Let's go. Thank you so much, Rodney. My man. My man. Thank you so much. Great to see you in the chat. I tried calling you, but your phone, I don't know if it was off or it wasn't working. But shout out to Ronnie. It looks like Egyptian Magician is the recipient of that membership. So thank you so much, Ronnie. You're the man, bro. You are the man. I cannot wait till May gets out. May comes, and we're all hanging out, man. I get sick and they play like I. Oh, you got sick? I'm sorry, dude. That's rough. Well, it looks like they're showing footage right now. It looks like a young fan taking a picture with the umpires, and I think that was Aaron Boone. You see some fans at the stadium right now. You needed some rest. Yeah, I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. You got to rest up, man. Got to rest up. I'm definitely I'm not gonna lie. I'm definitely feeling tired myself. I went and trained this morning and kind of feeling worn out. I might have to I might have to make some coffee or something and get a couple of cups going. Maybe get some coffee going during the commercial break and enjoy a cup of Joe. Why not? Yeah. 5 a.m. Sunday for Brad. We know what he's doing tonight. He's gonna watch his boy Alexander Volkanovski fight tonight. His boy Volkanovski's gonna win the title right there, Brad. What's up, Al? How's it going, man? Oh, got you, Ronnie. When is that happening? When are you doing that there, man? And it looks like the Yankees are taking the field, and we got the starting lineup for the Giants is Mike Yastrzemski, Willie Adames, Jung-Hoo Lee, Matt Chapman, Hilliot, Ramos, Lamont Wade Jr., Wilma Flores, Sam Huff, Tyler Fitzgerald. That is your starting lineup for the San Francisco Giants. Jordan Hicks is taking the mound. And here we have Will Warren, who pitched in 2 starts so far. 9 strikeouts, 5 walks, gave up a home run, pitched 9 innings, an ERA of 6. Still looking for his first win. So let's see what Will Warren can do. I mean, the thing about Will Warren that I've noticed is that he starts out good, but then he starts to lose control of his pitches. So he can't lose control of his pitches. He needs to find that command. Trying to put it off with Surgeon's pressing for. I got you there, bro. And here's the Yankees defense. We got Dominguez, Bellinger, Judge. Outfield, infield is Cabrera, Volpe, Chisholm Jr., Goldschmidt. Wells is at the dish. Ben Rice is DHing. Will Warren on the mound. Whatever, Brad. Get over it. Go cry in a corner or something. But the game is underway as Yastrzemski steps into the plate. And it looks like he is ready to go. Looks like it doesn't look like it's raining, but it doesn't look as bad as it was last night, but I'm not sure. And Warren's ready to go as he sets, and here's the first pitch, and that is in there for a strike on a 93-mile-per-hour fastball. So 0-1 count to Yastrzemski. Here's the 0-1. That is in their first strike. So quick 0-2 count. Let's see if Warren could get his first strikeout of the game. Warren throws strikes. I mean that's a fact. Here's the 0-2. And the count now is 1-2 strikes to Yastrzemski. Ryan Addington is your home plate umpire. They're saying that he is pitcher friendly, so hopefully the Yankees can take advantage of that. Here's the 1-2. The count now is 2-2 strikes now to Yastrzemski. You should take over third base duties there, Rodney. Here's the 2-2. And just misses. So it's 3-2 strikes now to Yastrzemski. It's a full count. Here's the 3-2. And he struck him out for the first strikeout of the game. Let's go. So, first strikeout here in the game for Will Warren, and we have 1 out in the inning. So, good start. Good start. I like that. I like that. So, let's see if Will Warren could keep this going with Willie Adames at the plate, and he hits a grounder to Jazz Chisholm Jr., throws over to first base for out number 2. So 2 quick outs here in the top of the first, folks. A good start for Adames. So 1 pitch, 1 out, or second out. So your jokes suck, Brad. Boo. And now we have Jung-Hoo Lee at the plate. It's a 1-0 count. So 1 ball, no strike. So 2 quick outs here in the top of the first. Let's see if Will Warren could get out of this inning clean. Here's the pitch to Lee. It is a strike on a sweeper, 85 miles per hour. The count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. With 2 outs here in the top of the first. Here's the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Jung-Hoo Lee. Yeah, Boone's been hanging out in those New York streets there, Rodney. Here's the 2-1. And a little high. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Jung-Hoo Lee. And Jung-Hoo Lee in last night's game hit a 3-run home run off of Marcus Stroman. Here's the 3-1. That is in there for a strike. Count now is full. Let's see if he can get his second strikeout of the game. Let's play that horn. Here's the 3-2, and he walks him. So Jung-Hoo Lee will take first base. And he does draw, and yeah, he does throw. Lee does draw a walk, so that is the first walk for Will Warren. We have a runner on first base now with Matt Chapman coming to the plate. And swing and a miss. So 0-1 count to Matt Chapman. Yeah, whatever you say there, Petruzzi. I don't know why you got to lie about that. But here's the 0-1. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the first. We have a runner on first. Will Warren already has 1 strikeout and 1 walk. Here's the 1-1. Hit sharply, and Cabrera is there to make the play for out number 3. And Will Warren strikes out 1, gives up a walk, so no runs, no hits, no errors, and we are going to the bottom of the first. So good start right now. Jacob Why not? I don't think you're booking a flight to Colorado, bro. I feel like you're lying. Why? And when do you? And if you are being serious, which I don't think you are, when are you looking to come out? Oh, Ronnie coming through with another gifted membership. Round of applause. You are the man, bro. You are the man. And the recipient of that membership is Wix15. So congratulations. Yeah, didn't think so, Jacob. You friggin' loser. Besides, even if you did, I wouldn't be able to find you. Well, that's you got to complain to YouTube about that one, there, sir. About letting you pick. It'd be dope, but I'd rather let YouTube pick anyway because I'd have a hard time. And Ken coming through with the Strike Zone membership. Round of applause. Let's go. And the recipient of that membership is Scotto. So thank you so much, Ken. You are the man. Let's go. A lot of gift giving today. Folks are in a good mood. Keep them in a good mood, especially Ronnie. I want to keep Ronnie in a good mood because I'm well, Ken too. Ken's former military. Ronnie, I just don't mess with Ronnie. And here we have Jordan Hicks on the mound for the San Francisco Giants. If you remember, he used to be a reliever, but the Giants picked him up signed him, and they turned him into a starter. So, no doubt. What's your question, Shua? Send me your question. You're 5'3", and the answer to your other question is yes. I have. And we have Ben Rice at the plate, and he takes a strike. 0-1 count to Ben Rice. And that is low. Count now is 1-1. 5'3", geez. It's like Muggsy Bogues' height. Ronnie's drugged up. Cool, man. And the count is 2-1 to Ben Rice. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ronnie correcting. Yes, let him know, Ronnie. Giants defense, Ramos, Lee, Yastrzemski. That's your outfield. And they quickly went back to the game, and it's a grounder hit to the shortstop, Adames, who throws over to first for out number 1. Ben Rice grounds out, and that'll bring up the captain, Aaron Judge. All rise for the captain. Yes, he is there, Chua. Oh, wait. Is that the pitching coach, or is that the umpire for the Orioles game? Chia, the Ace Avenue's in the building. What up, Ace? What's going on? Check out my boy Ace. I know he's live right now, so make sure you all give him some love too. As Aaron Judge takes ball 2 here in the bottom of the first. We have 1 out with nobody on. Game is 0-0. Chua, I'm not sure. I'd have to check. And there's a strike to Aaron Judge. It is a 2-1 count now. Oh no, I don't need a security team to come after you there, Jacob. I could do it myself. Don't worry about that. And just misses. It's a 3-1 count now to Aaron Judge. Brad throwing out jabs right now. Here's the 3-1. And Judge hits it to center field. And he is on there with a single. So it's a 1-out single for the captain. And that's going to bring up Cody Bellinger. So the Yankees do have a runner on. Let's see if they could score some runs here in this inning. Oh, man. Whatever, Brad. Yeah. And if he's just a wimp, you're a wimp. But here we have Cody Bellinger. Here's the pitch from Hicks, and Bellinger hits that into left field, and left fielder's running back. Doug can't make the play, bounces off the wall, and Judge is rounding third, and he will score. And Cody Bellinger with a triple. Let's go. Yankees take a 1-0 lead. That's what I'm talking about. An RBI triple for Cody Bellinger. Ramos jumped up for it and went off his glove, bounced off the wall. It was a nice hit by Cody Bellinger. That ball was traveling too, and Ramos was just running back. Bellinger was just running like he was thinking that ball was gone, but then put the wheels on, and he was on there with a triple. Let's go. So 1-0 game. So let's see what Paul Goldschmidt does here as he takes a ball. Goldschmidt's been on fire as of late. Oh, for sure. I definitely would have got a hit with my dome. Yo, hashtag dome. Let's go. Hashtag dome. There you go. And Goldschmidt hits that to right center field as the right fielder catches the ball, and that'll score a run, though. So it's a sac fly for Goldschmidt as Bellinger scores from third base. The Yankees have a 2-0 lead now with 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. So a nice little start here for the New York Yankees. Let's go. And here we have Jazz Chisholm Jr., who is stepping into the plate. This guy absolutely needs to improve with his at-bats. Here's the pitch to Jazz, and that is in there for a strike. Brad's repeating himself. Here's the 0-1. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. So we have 2 outs here in the inning. Yankees have a 2-0 lead. 1-1 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count now is 1-2. Here's the 1-2. And Jazz pops that one up. And center fielder's running back, makes the play. Jung-Hoo Lee makes the play for out number 3. But the Yankees do score 2 as they take a 2-0 lead. And we are heading to the top of the second. So Yankees off to a much better start so far. I mean, better than where they were yesterday. God, I was miserable last night. I couldn't believe I called that game. I was like, man, this is like stressful right now. But everything will be better when Big Daddy's back. You're talking about Giancarlo. Yeah, as long as he continues making progress and he, they don't rush him back. You can't rush a guy like that back ever, man. So yeah, hopefully he's back sooner rather than later. So, but again, don't rush him back. But Giancarlo Stanton though is I want playoff Stanton. Like I want playoffs Giancarlo Stanton. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh wait, I got a new hashtag here. Here you go. Yeah, no, you'll it will be better. You need to take over third base duties there, dude. Jacob Frederick says, I guess Stroman isn't pitching against us. I see. Well, yeah, probably not, but who cares? Sucks to be you. Sucks to be the Guardians. Big G wakes up in the second half of the season. Hopefully. He definitely wakes up in the postseason. That's a fact. But They don't pay enough. What would your demand be? You would want like more money than Juan Soto. Oh, that's the kind of money you're looking for. You're going to tell the Yankees to pay you more than Juan Soto. You're trying to top his contract instead of the seven. You're going to try to top that 765. It's got to be 800 million, and when all the incentives and the bonuses, it's going to end up being like 900 million, and a suite and security for your family. Oh, I see you, Ronnie. It's all good, bro. But we are back to the game. We are in the top of the second as Will Warren is back on the mound. Ramos is at the plate. Yes, Jacob, it has been confirmed. We checked with the scientists. We checked with the subscribers. We did some. We had other study groups. Yes, it's been confirmed. I do have a big head. You're welcome. Oh, a plane. Yes, a private plane, like a jet for sure, with showers and a fancy bathroom. As Will Warren pitches to Ramos here, and first pitch is a strike. It's an 0-1 count here in the top of the second to Ramos. Yankees have a 2-0 lead. Swing and a miss. It's an 0-2 count. So let's see if Will Warren could get his second strikeout of the game. Warren sets. Here's the 0-2, and Ramos fouls it off. Oh, shopping stipend? Yeah. We got to get Ronnie plenty of shopping stipends. And Ramos hits that into center field, and that ball is going to drop and will go over the wall. It's a ground rule double, so it's a leadoff double here for Ramos, as that will bring up Lamont Wade Jr. So Jacob is saying, you're telling me I'm not the only one that will get skipped in the rigged duck races. There's other people too. Y'all keep up with this misbehaving. I will skip over some of you. Oops. Thank you, Susan. See? Somebody's on my side. All you other haters. Jeez. And here we have Lamont Wade Jr. He gets a strike, and it's 0-1 count to Wade Jr. So we do have a runner on second. Here's the pitch. It is a ball, so the count now is 1-1 now to Wade Jr. Warren checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch, and a little high, and it's a ball. Two one count. Runner on second. Here's the pitch from Warren. That is in there for a strike. It's a 2-2 count. Let's see if Warren could get his second strike out of the game. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner on second, as Flores is waiting on deck. Here's the 2-2 is fouled off. Still staying alive. Johnny Owen says your head looks like an orange on a toothpick. Ah, that's pretty funny. Hey, don't mess with Susan. Do not mess with Susan. And Wade Jr. rips that foul, and it's a souvenir for a fan. They're all running after it. Well, somebody's got it now. Be nice to Susan, folks. Susan's cool. Play nice. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Wade Jr. as he steps back into the batter's box. Ramos takes the lead at second base. Here's the pitch, and it fouls off. Bounces off the mask of Austin Wells. Nah, if it gets bigger, it just means I could put more knowledge into my brain there, Rodney. Ronnie's definitely on one today. I don't know what he's on, but those drugs are bad, bro. Yeah, folks from Brooklyn are tough for sure, no doubt about it. But 2 balls, 2 strikes, runner on second. Here's the pitch from Warren. And Paul Goldschmidt right there to make the play for out number 1. So a nice play, nice catch there by Paul Goldschmidt. This is why the Yankees signed him. Great glove. Yeah, you are, Ronnie. What's your deal, bro? Who made you upset? What's going on, man? I do have an air pressure for sure there, Jacob. I got 2 air pressures. But now we have Flores at the plate as he takes a strike. So we have 1 out here in the top of the second with a runner on second. It's an 0-1 count to Flores. Warren checks second base. Here's the pitch and outside. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Flores. So Will Warren already at 30 pitches so far in this game as he checks second base. And here's the pitch. And Flores hits that into right center field. That ball is traveling, and that ball is gone. And the Giants have tied it up on a 2-run home run by Wilmer Flores. So the game is now tied, folks. So 101.8 miles per hour on the exit velo. The distance was 394 feet. So a 2-run home run by Flores. The Giants are now on the board. They have tied the game. It's a 2-2 game. You out, Ronnie? Where you going, bro? Don't leave us. Warning, track warning getting lit up. You going to go rest up there, Ronnie? But Wilmer Flores has 6 home runs this season. He's tied with 5 other players. And we have Huff at the plate. It's a 1-1 count to Huff. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Huff. We have 1 out here in the inning. The Giants just hit a 2-run homer. It's a 2-2 game now. Here's the 2-1. Count now is 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Huff. Oh, boy, Brad. And I'll get to one of the comments here momentarily. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss. 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Huff. Let's see if Warren could get a strikeout here. Tyler Fitzgerald is waiting on deck. Brian Fleury says, stop the madness. And that pitch is fouled back as Huff stays alive. TC says, happy Stroman on IL day. Now he needs to stay there. I mean, I don't wish injury on any players there, man, but he can't be in the rotation. I'll say that much. But here's the 3-2. And hey, struck him out. 4 out, number 2. Second strikeout of the game for Will Warren. What are you talking about? Let's go. Let's see if Warren could get out of this inning without giving up any more runs. And we have Tyler Fitzgerald at the plate, folks. And there's strike 1 to Fitzgerald. 0-1 count. So 2 outs, top of the second, nobody on. 0-1 count. The game is tied at 2. Warren sets. Here's the pitch. Swing or a strike. I was about to say swing and a miss, but it wasn't. But let's play that 2-strike horn. Now let's see if Warren can get his third strikeout of the game and get out of this inning. Warren sets. Here's the pitch, and it's outside. Ball one. Okay, yeah, I would love to go to Pluto there, Brad. Can you tell me how to do that? Here's the 1-2, and it's a swing and a miss. Strug him out. So 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors, and we are going to the bottom of the second. Volpe will lead off the bottom of the second. We are in a commercial break. Yeah, well, it was hard to trade Stroman. I'll say that much. But he's still on the team, but he can't be a starter. But it's a 2-2 game, folks. We're heading to the bottom of the second. We are in a commercial break. I do appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you all so much. You all are the best. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure you all hit that like button on your way in if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe button if you are new to the channel, and share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing this channel out. Let's continue hitting those likes. It does mean a lot to me. So Mark Wegner, I don't know, man. I don't know what kind of umpire he is. I'm sure when that game starts, they'll tell you. What if I do scouting report on Mark Wegner? But we are in a commercial break. The game will be back shortly. And if he could have done better than Stroman, maybe. there's other things I would do better than Stroman at, but yeah. Susan says if Stroman comes back, he can't start if that makes him unhappy. Tough. Yeah, well, I agree. TC still says me, Hannafy, and Jake Bowers could have combined to shut down the Giants. Well, the pitcher in today's game is pitcher friendly. The pitcher Mark Wegner, I guess he's a pitcher for the Orioles game, and Chua is a Orioles fan, so he's asking me what his scouting report is. I have no idea. But we do have Anthony Volpe at the plate as he takes a strike, and second pitch to Volpe is a ball, so 1 ball, 1 strike to Anthony Volpe. So we got Volpe, Wells, Dominguez due up here in the bottom of the second. Here's the 1-1, and it's a swing and a miss. So count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe. One ball, 2 strikes to Anthony Volpe as he steps back into the batter's box. Hicks gets the signal as he sets, and here's the pitch. Misses. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Anthony Volpe. Hicks sets. Here's the 2-2. And he shrug him out looking as we have 1 out here to start the bottom of the second. Yeah, he's going to have to eat plenty of chicken parm. The man needs it. So we have 1 out here in the bottom of the second. That brings up Austin Wells, who's been struggling a little bit recently. Here's the pitch to Wells, and just a little outside. So 1-0 count to Austin Wells. Batting .205, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. So, yeah, numbers need to improve. Here's the 1-0. That is in there for a strike. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike to Austin Wells. Hicks gets the signal. He sets. Here's the pitch. Outside. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Austin Wells. And Austin Wells gets a base hit there, hits it to right field as he is on there for a single. So it's a 1-out single for Austin Wells. And that will bring up Jason Dominguez, who is playing in today's game, taking over left field duties as he did not play last night. So let's see what Dominguez can do here. Let's see if the Yankees can score some runs. Yeah, the bats absolutely need to come alive for sure. Bats have been struggling lately, so here's the pitch to Dominguez as he takes a ball. So 1-0 count to Dominguez. One ball, no strikes, 1 out. Runner on first here in the bottom of the second as Hicks throws over to first to check on Wells. His first throw over, and will reset himself as he gets the signal as he sets here. Here's the 1-0, and Dominguez fouls that off, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, you're going to PNC Park? Dude, you'll have to let me know about that stadium. That's one stadium I really want to go to. It's a 1-1 count to Jason Dominguez, runner on first. Oswaldo Cabrera is waiting on deck. We have 1 out here in the inning, and here's the pitch to Dominguez. It is outside. So 2 balls and 1 strike now to Dominguez. The Guardians beat the Royals 7-0 yesterday. Yeah, I did see that score. That's pretty awesome, dude. Here's the 2-1, and Dominguez fouls it off. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see what Dominguez can do here with this at bat. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on first. Bottom of the second, game is tied at 2 apiece. Here's the pitch from Hicks, and it is a ball. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Jason Dominguez. So it's a full count. And I always say, a walk is just as good as a hit. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hicks sets. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. Dominguez thought that was ball 4, but umpire said otherwise. So we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the second, and that brings up Oswaldo Cabrera. I mean, based on that replay, it just seemed a little outside, but oh well. So we have Oswaldo Cabrera, who's at the plate. Only player right now who doesn't have a home run as he takes a ball. And that pitch to Cabrera was similar to the strikeout for Dominguez. So just from my eye. But it's 2 balls, no strikes now to Oswaldo Cabrera. I mean, based on that replay, it looked like a ball. It definitely looked like a ball to me too there, Susan. 2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. And Cabrera pops that one up. And let's see if that play could be made. It is not. It bounces off the net there as it's a foul ball. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second with a runner on first. The game is tied at 2. The wind doesn't look like it's blowing much there in New York. They were showing the flags. It's just it looks like it's very light. Certainly raining. It looks like there's more fans at the stadium. And it's a swing and a miss by Oswaldo Cabrera. So the count now is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first, bottom of the second. Game's tied at 2-2. As Hicks pitches and Cabrera hits it to center field as Jung-Hoo Lee is right there, and that to throw the ball into the infield, and it's a single for Cabrera. Wells moves over to third, so we got runners on the corners, and that brings up Ben Rice to the plate. We are back to the top of the lineup, so Yankees once again trying to make something happen here, trying to make the best of their opportunities. So, good base running there by Austin Wells. So, runners on first and third. This brings up Ben Rice. Yankees have another opportunity to get at least a run in. So, let's see what happens here. So, it's ball 1 to Ben Rice, who is 0 for 1 in today's game. He grounded out in his first at bat. One ball, no strike to Ben Rice as Hicks sets. Here's the pitch. And he pops that one up, but it is out of play. Another souvenir for fans in that area. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike now to Ben Rice. It's about time somebody has a bigger head than I do. There, Jacob. So, Wells on third, Cabrera at first. 1-1 count, 2 outs, 2-2 game. Bottom of the second. Here's the pitch to Rice, and Rice fouls it. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Ben Rice. As Aaron Judge is waiting on deck and throws a baseball to a young fan. So that kid's pretty happy. So 1 ball, 2 strikes as Hicks throws over to first to check on Cabrera. That's his first throw over there to first base. Hicks right now about to throw pitch number 40 here, folks. As he sets, here's the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Ben Rice. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners on first and third with 2 outs. The game is tied at 2. Yankees trying to get another run. Here's the pitch from Hicks, and it is outside. The count is now full, so the 3 balls and 2 strikes. That'll release Cabrera from first base. As Hicks is waiting for the signal. And he sets, and here's the pitch, and he fouls it off. So still staying alive. So it's a full count to Ben Rice. Let's see what he can do here as Hicks sets, and here's the pitch. And Hicks walks him. So Ben Rice draws a walk. That does load the bases up for the captain as Aaron Judge is coming to the plate. Aaron Judge is 1 for 1 in today's game. So a big opportunity for the New York Yankees here to potentially get some runs as the pitching coach is coming out to talk with Hicks. So we'll have a mini break here. But the bases are loaded. Yankees have a real opportunity to make something happen here. So let's see if the captain could come through in the clutch. So Judge's numbers against the Giants are fantastic. So let's see if he can take advantage here. So again, big opportunity right now for the Yankees to put up some more runs. As Judge steps into the batter's box, he is ready to go. First pitch to Judge. It is fouled. So 0-1 count to Aaron Judge. Hicks sets. Here's the pitch. Oh, way inside. Count now is 1-1 strike. Here's the 1-1. And Judge hits a grounder to the shortstop Adames, who throws over to second for the quick out. And the Yankees do leave the bases loaded. Could not seize the opportunity that they had. And now we are going to the top of the third. It's a 2-2 game, and we are in a commercial break. And with us being in a commercial break, I will be right back. All right, we are back to the game. They're showing the last out there by Aaron Judge. As we are back to the top of the third, and Jacob, real quick, is saying, I know you're not into the NBA as much, but tomorrow is going to be so interesting with the playoffs around the corner. Yeah, the playoffs should be fun, man. I'm a big Knicks fan, so excited to let's see what the Knicks do in the playoffs. As Will Warren is warming up on the mound, he is back on the mound for the top of the third. He has thrown 42 pitches so far in today's game. How badly is it raining in New York, folks? For the folks that are in New York right now, how badly is it raining? No, I'm a Knicks fan. Dude, I was born in New York, just so you know. And here we have your Yastrzemski coming to the plate. What up, Bill? How's it going, man? Good to see you, my friend. Shout out to Bill. But we have Yastrzemski at the plate. He's ready to go. First pitch from Warren. That is in there for a strike. So it's an 0-1 count to Yastrzemski. Raining slightly was worse this morning. Okay. Here's the 0-1. 1-1 strike now to Yastrzemski. Oh, for real, Petruzzi? Okay. 1 ball, 1 strike to Yastrzemski. Here's the pitch from Warren. And it's another ball, so 2 balls, 1 strike now to Yastrzemski. It's a 2-2 game here in the top of the third. Count is 2-1. Warren sets. Here's the pitch. That is a ball, so 3 balls, 1 strike now to Yastrzemski. Here's the 3-1. That is in there for a strike. It's a full count now to Yastrzemski. Let's see if Will Warren can get another strikeout here. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Let's go. Very nice there, Will Warren. Very nice. That's what we want to see. And that was the 4th strikeout for Will Warren so far. So good outing thus far. As this brings up Willie Adames, and whoa, way inside, almost hit him. So count is 1-0 to Adames. Yeah, no doubt, Susan. Oh my God. Here's the 1-0, and Adames pops that one up. Paul Goldschmidt under the ball makes the play for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the top of the third. They're showing up Paul O'Neill's Yankees home debut, April 12th, 1993, against the Royals. He was 4 for 4 in that game, a double, triple, 2 RBIs, and a run. That's pretty good. Yeah, I'm definitely a bandwagon Knicks fan, Brad. Oh, man, you got me now. You blew my cover. Thanks, Brad. Here we have Jung-Hoo Lee, who is at the plate as he takes a strike. Here's the 0-1. Count now is 0-2. Let's play that 2-strike horn. Will Warren get his 5th strikeout here? Here's the 0-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. So 2 outs in the inning here. It's a 2-2 game. Jung-Hoo Lee drew a walk in his first at bat, trying to get his first hit here. Here's the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Jung-Hoo Lee. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. It's a 2-2 game. Top of the third. Warren looking for his 5th strikeout of the game. About to throw pitch number 55, and it is a full count now to Jung-Hoo Lee. As Matt Chapman is waiting on deck. Here's the 3-2. And it's hit up the middle. Volpe's there to make the play for out number 3. And we are going to the bottom of the third. Bellinger, Goldschmidt, Chisholm Jr. due up. So good inning there by Warren. Let's see if the Yankees bats can do something, as they didn't do anything in the last inning when they had the bases loaded. So let's see what they can do. For sure, dear Frederick. You do what you got to do. Just enjoy the game, bro. I mean, like I said, I really want to go to PNC Park one of these days. There's one year where I like to do something where like one year I visit like maybe like two or three ballparks a year. That would be pretty fun. What's up there, Beagle? What's going on, man? We are in a commercial break, so hopefully the Yankees bats can come alive. At least this game is a lot better than what we witnessed last night. I mean, last night was a freaking disaster. Oh my god, that was disgraceful. It took them 3 or 4 summers. Yeah, it makes sense. One road Guardians game. That would be cool. I guess you could say I've been to a road game when the Yankees came here to Colorado, and then when I was living in New York and the Yankees visited Shea Stadium, the old Shea Stadium where the Mets used to play. But does anybody have any weekend plans? What's everybody up to? I know it's raining, but are you all still going to go out and do something? And it looks like we are back to the game. And here we have Cody Bellinger leading off here in the bottom of the third. He is 1 for 1. He had a RBI triple, and that is a strike to Cody Bellinger. Here's the 0-1. Count now is 0-2, so no balls, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. Hicks waiting for the signal. He sets. And Bellinger does call time. Very nice there, Beagle. Yeah, it's a beautiful day out here in Colorado. It's definitely nice and warm. Here's the 0-2, and he swings and misses, and Bellinger strikes out. He is 1 for 2 in today's game, and that'll bring up Paul Goldschmidt to the plate. Yeah, I've been to Shea Stadium plenty of times too. Never been to Citi Field, so we'll love to visit Citi Field. Actually, I'd like to go there and check it out. I hear Citi Field is actually pretty nice. Ronnie says it's cold. All right. And it's a strike to Paul Goldschmidt. He had a sac fly in the first. Bill P says it's 34 degrees here in the mountains and foggy. I'll just listen to. I appreciate you there, Bill. Here's the 0-1. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Paul Goldschmidt. Subway Series World Series game. It was Citi Field. You sure about that? The World Series? That was still Shea Stadium there, dude. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Paul Goldschmidt. I didn't get kicked out of Shea Stadium. Again, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Lay off the pipe there, Petruzzi. That's all I got to tell you. Here's the 2-1. And Goldschmidt fouls that back. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Lewis saying Citi Field is awesome. Yeah, I keep hearing. I've heard that from a lot of fans. I hear that Citi Field is actually quite nice. You might be there, Beagle, because the 2000 World Series, Shea Stadium was around. Citi Field was never even a thought. Here's the 2-2, and Goldschmidt hits a grounder to Matt Chapman, who throws over to first to Wade Jr. for out number 2. So we have 2 outs here in the bottom of the third, and that will bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. For sure. You're talking about the Cyclones, right there, Susan? So what? So what are you saying, Roddy? So what? And Jazz Chisholm Jr. takes a strike. Yeah, Jazz needs to wake up. Jazz needs to wake up, man. His bat is better. Yeah, I've been to some Brooklyn Cyclones games in the past. there, Susan. It's a fun time. What about it there, Rodney? What about City Field? It's a 1-1 count to Jazz Chisholm Jr. We have two outs here in the bottom of the third. The game is tied up at 2 as Hicks sets. Here's the pitch. And Jazz hits it sharply. Wade Jr. is there to make the play as he steps on the bag for out number 3. And we are going to the top of the fourth. But yeah, Chisholm did hit that ball hard, but Wade Jr. made a nice little play, stepped on the bag. Out number 3 and top of the fourth coming up. I got to play in a lot of parks back in the day. Some of the parks no longer exist. We played in the old Yankee Stadium, the old Baltimore Park, the old Cincinnati Park, in Durham Bulls Park, and more. Wow, Bill, that's awesome, dude. So, you've gotten to play at quite a few venues. That's awesome. Graduated in 78. Huh. So, trying to do some math here. So, you were born, let me guess, you were born in, 78 from college, right? Or I just want to make sure I'm right here. Oh, Susan, I've been to the old Yankee Stadium many, 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 many times. I've only been to the new Yankee Stadium like 3 times. I don't know, Petruzzi. Can you let me know when it starts leaking? Born in 1958. Okay. So I'll say this there, Bill. My dad, who's no longer alive, he was definitely older than you. My mother's definitely older than you too. But I graduated college in '78. Cool, man. Yeah, the old Yankee Stadium was better there, Susan. I'm in agreement with you. There was just so much nostalgia in the or nostalgia in the old stadium. You know, new stadium is not bad; it's fine, but yeah, there's just something about the old stadium. I used to Ronnie used to annoy Mark McGuire calling him Howdy Dowdy. Oh my god, I ain't disrespecting nobody there. See, that's why your new nickname is Mister Instigator. And Will Warren's backing him out as Matt Chapman swings and misses. Matt Chapman is 0 for 1 in today's game. So it's an 0-1 count here in the top of the fourth. It's a 2-2 game. Warren sets. Here's the pitch. And it's a grounder hit to Cabrera. Will he make this play? And he does get him out. A nice little scoop there by Paul Goldschmidt. 1 out here in the inning. Kind of did a little pump fake there. Picked up the ball and kind of bobbled it in his hand a little bit, but he was still able to make the play. Nice scoop there by Paul Goldschmidt. And we have 1 out in the inning. No freaking way, Bill. For real? Oh, Dave Righetti, Susan? No way. 1995. So, yeah, you're like 10 years off there, dude. And I didn't flunk out of high school, so. And it's a 1-1 count to Ramos. He is 1 for 1 in today's game. Rodney. Thank you, Bill. At least somebody acknowledges that I'm cool. Here's the 1-1. Now it's a 1-2 count. So 1 ball is 2 strikes. Let's see if Will Warren can get his 5th strikeout of the game, as that is fouled off. Yeah, Dave Righetti. Unfortunately, I never got to see some of these guys play. It would have been cool to see some of those old school players play as Ramos hits that into center field. Bellinger's right underneath the ball as he makes the play for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the inning. Your oldest son is 45. He works for the Dodgers. I remember you saying that he works for the Dodgers, man. Your second son is 41. He works for the Reds. So, I have 3. I have 3 older brothers that are older than your kids. There, Bill. There's a big age gap between me and them. No, Jacob. You're again. Your math isn't adding up. I'm not 37. I did graduate in '05, um, but I'm not 37. I'm 38. And it's an 0-2 count. And let's will Warren get his 5th strikeout of the inning. Here's the 0-2 in the dirt. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, I had Similac on my breath dome. That's right there, Ronnie. Oh my God, you're such a smart guy. Look at you. I never heard anything great about Tropicana Field there, Susan. But it's a 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. That is outside. Pitch. It is 2-2 count now. Third son is 26 and the youngest 25. They hate sports except WWE. Hey, WWE is pretty cool, even though I don't follow up on it. Here's the 2-2, and that is hit. Paul Goldschmidt right there to make the play. Throws over to Will Warren and steps on the bag for out number 3. So fantastic defense there by Paul Goldschmidt. And we are going to the bottom of the 4th. Let's see if the Yankees have any answers. Why did I move to Colorado? I didn't move. It wasn't my choice, man. New York at the time, I mean, nothing's changed, but it's gotten worse. But New York, when we were growing up, it was just like we kind of got outpriced. It got way too expensive. One of my older brothers actually moved out here to Colorado in '99 because he found a job out here. Raved about it. 2001. We visited, and then the year after we moved. So, yeah, that was it, man. It was just time to move. I do like the state. The state is nice. I do like the state. There's things that could be better, but you take what you can get. So, yes, Frederick, I am doing the play-by-play tomorrow. How do my brothers feel about that? Well, I don't try to pick a fight with them, but they know what I do, and they obviously they know I'd get their back in a heartbeat. So, there's a lot of reasons why I train. So, oh geez, Susan. Yeah, that is with any state there, John. You're right. You're right. But again, for the most part out here, like I talk to very few people, and the people I talk to the most is my family, and I stay to myself most of the time anyway. Jacob, go to your brother's baseball game, dude. Like that's way more. That's more important, man. Be there for your brother. Be there for your brother. Like if you're in the play-by-play, great, cool. Like if you could make it, great. But go to your brother's baseball game. That's way more important. But we are back to the game as Anthony Volpe is at the plate and he takes a ball. Hicks is back on the mound, so Volpe did strike out in his first at bat. I think Jacob Frederick is younger than you there, Petruzzi. And that's a strike for Volpe. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Anthony Volpe. We are in the bottom of the 4th. It's a 2-2 game. Jordan Hicks about to throw his 60th pitch here. Here's the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now. Yeah, Frederick is 20 years old. Does she still live in Denver there, Bill? 2 balls, 1 strike to Anthony Volpe. Here's the pitch. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Anthony Volpe. Yeah, 20 years old. Jeez. Yeah, I'm going to be 39 in October. Here's the 3-1. And Volpe draws a walk, so a leadoff walk here in the bottom of the fourth. And that should bring up Austin Wells, who is 1-for-1 in today's game. And we have Austin Wells at the plate as he takes a strike. So runner on first, bottom of the fourth, 0-1 count. We have it's a 2-2 game right now. Hopefully there, Susan. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss. Count now is 0-2. She's moved to another town in Colorado. I find out where it's more. Her husband works for the state, and they got moved around every spring and fall. Got it. Okay, interesting. So they were living in Denver. Denver's all right for me, man. I'm not really the biggest Denver fan personally. As Wells takes the ball, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Denver, when I first moved out to Colorado, it was pretty cool, but now I don't really like it. There's some nice areas, but I don't know. Denver's just not really my kind of city. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, and that ball is in the dirt, and snap throw to first, but Volpe is back safe. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Austin Wells. Jason Dominguez waiting on deck. So, well, if I ever, I live 20 minutes north of Denver there, Petruzzi. But honestly, if I was to ever move out of Colorado, it'd probably be back to the East Coast. Probably somewhere in the Southeast, though, if I'm being honest. Here's the 2-2. So count is now full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Austin Wells. Let's see if Wells can do here as he calls time. So 3 balls, 2 strikes here in the bottom of the fourth. Runner on first, nobody out. Here's the 3-2. Wells fouls it off. Volpe attempted a steal, but we'll go run back to first base on the foul ball. She loved it in Aurora last year. She wants to go back. They liked it a lot. In Aurora, so they must have lived in the good parts of Aurora. I'm assuming like way out east Aurora. Here's the 3-2 and a broken bat as Wells pops that up in the infield. Adames is right there to make the play for out number 1, and that will bring up Jason Dominguez. Yeah, there's some parts of Aurora there, Bill, that are shady. It's the same thing with Denver. Denver, thing about Denver, man, it just the homelessness is out of control. It's just not great. John Q, I think I might be my first time seeing you in the chat, but if it is, welcome. What's going on? You might have been in here before, and if I don't remember you, I do apologize. As he says, I'm 70, work out every day. My man, good for you. I hope if I get to 70, I'm like you. He says played sports and coach girls softball. Nowadays, players are weak and way overpaid. Lifetime Yanks fan, my man, awesome. Their problem is zero pitching overall. NBA's weak and MLB. Okay. You know what? I do respect that. I respect what you're saying. And, I do agree with some of your points here. Nowadays, players are weak and way overpaid for sure, man. So the problem is, yeah, right now the big problem with Yankees, it's the pitching is a bit of an issue, particularly with the rotation. The bullpen can hold its own, as it's an 0-2 count to Jason Dominguez, as Hicks checks first base. Here's the pitch, and it's a grounder hit to the first baseman, and they do get Volpe out at second, and Dominguez will make it to first base. So it's 2 outs now. And that'll bring up Oswaldo Cabrera. Yeah, John Q did come in firing. I mean, hey, by all means, man, say what you need to say, bro. Say what you need to say. Even if we don't agree with each other, say what you need to say. You know what I mean? I invite it all the time. And we got DM in the building. What's up, DM? And Petruzzi, yes, I do. But what's nice about it is I get to do the live streams like these, as Cabrera pops one up to the left fielder Ramos, and he is there to make the play for out number 3. So the Yankees do strand a runner, and we are going to the top of the 5th. Yeah, so I still do work overnights, but that's why it's nice though, because I don't have to deal with traffic. I get the day to myself, and the games, even in the evening games, the games are still early enough to where I can live stream and I could go to work afterwards. So and I get the day to myself, man. I don't have to deal with the morning traffic or anything, so it's cool there. Jared Brown is in the building. He says, "Yo, strike zone. My Red Sox play the White Sox. Our pitching sucks too. Instead of Crochet, you're saying Crochet's the only good one in the rotation." Susan says players are treated like glass. My dad told me that he went to a Brooklyn Dodgers game. The player ran into a wall, passed out. He was revived, and he stayed in the game. Those days are gone. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if safety is the name of the game. I'm not sure. And hey, Cold Italian Pizza, how you doing? How you doing? What's up there, Cold Italian Pizza? Good to see you as always. Petruzzi says I was going to be like you to cause it's not like you make much from YouTube. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not at a place right now where it's like I'm making a ton of money from YouTube. I'm making some, but it's going to take time, and that's all right. I expect it to take time. Um, I still enjoy what I'm doing. I mean, the grind is fun. The process is fun. There's it's definitely different, but I enjoy it. I do enjoy it. So I have no complaints with what I'm doing. Yeah. So yeah, Al, start hitting again. Case cut down. Indeed. Bill says he doesn't watch the NBA either. He watches mainly college hoops. You watch MLB and college and minor league baseball for sure. Ace, what up, Ace? As I know he's doing the play-by-play right now. He says, Yankee, we got to manufacture runs better. Absolutely. You're not wrong there. Whatever you say there, Rodney. Thought about doing voiceover work, about to start looking into it seriously. DM, do it, man. Do it. As we are back in the game, and we have Flores at the plate. As he takes a strike here, so it's a 1-1 count. Hate to say it, the Knicks of today don't compare to Frazier, Monroe, Reed. Well, apples and oranges there, Susan, and it's a swing and a miss there by Wilmer Flores, who hit the 2-run home run off of Will Warren in the second inning. Here's the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Let's see if Will Warren could get his 5th strikeout of the game. And that is foul back. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Flores. Warren has thrown 73 pitches so far. Here's the 2-2. Count is now full, so 3 balls, 2 strikes now. For sure, Susan. For sure. I hear you. I remember as a kid watching the Knicks, I remember seeing Patrick Ewing, John Starks, and those guys, Allen Houston. And Flores pops that one up. Both Volpe and Bellinger are running towards the ball. Bellinger running, and he makes the play. A nice little run there by Cody Bellinger for out number 1. Ocean View Coffee Shop, what's up? He says all Yankees are sleeping on the Giants. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There, Ronnie. You said all these brats are medicated cotton soft. Oh, the Bulls. I mean, how could you forget the Bulls, man? As a kid, I grew up watching Jordan. That was epic, man. Yeah. Sounds like Bill and Susan going way back. You know what I mean? Watching the legends play. As we have one out here in the top of the 5th, Huff is at the plate, and it's a 1-1 count to Huff. We have one out here in the top of the 5th. It's still a 2-2 game. Game much being played much better by the Yankees in this game than it was last night, and it's a swing and a miss. It's a 1-2 count. Let's see if Warren could get strikeout number 5 here, as Sam Huff struck out in his first at bat. Here's the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Did you ever see the Ty Cobb number 1? No one wanted to room with him. I would have gotten along with him. I never have there, John. And Roddy, I did not know that, bro. I did not know that. Oh, I bet he was. I bet he was huge there, Susan. I mean, he was 7 foot, right? He was a large man. But we have 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Huff. We have one out here in the top of the 5th. Will Warren looking for his 5th strikeout of the game as he sets. Here's the 2-2. Did he go? And first base umpire said no. So it's a full count. A lot of full counts here in this game for Will Warren, but he's had pretty good success. And it looks like the wind is blowing pretty good there in the Bronx. I didn't know that there, Rodney, honestly. And it's a swing and a miss, and and it is Will Warren's 5th strikeout. We have 2 outs here in the inning. Will Warren having a pretty decent outing, so I'm liking this. I'm liking this from Will Warren. He is at 81 pitches. Fernando Cruz is warming up at the bullpen for the Yankees, so this is more than likely Warren's last inning here. So solid. As we have Tyler Fitzgerald at the plate as he struck out in his first at bat. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. He takes a ball. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Fitzgerald. We have 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. It's a 2-2 game. The count is 2-1. 2 outs. Let's see if Warren could get out of this inning with no problems. And here's the 2-1. 3-1 now. So 3-1 count to Fitzgerald. I got you there, John Q. Here's the 3-1. And he walks him. So the second walk issued in this game by Will Warren. And that'll bring us back to the top of the order as Matt Blake is going to step out and out of the dugout to talk with Will Warren. So we have a little bit of a short break. But I see folks' comments of like running into old school players, watching old school players. That's awesome. I would, I do wish in some ways I was born around that time to watch these folks play because yeah, those players were just built different back then. Athletes were just built different back then. It's like home plate umpire is breaking the group up and is saying play on, let's go. And that does bring up Yastrzemski, who is 0 for 2 in today's game. He struck out in both of his at bats. So we do have a runner on first with 2 outs here in the bottom or top of the 5th, and a strike thrown there by Will Warren. It's a 81-mile-per-hour sleeper. So definitely, this is definitely going to be Warren's last inning here, as he throws a ball. So it's a 1-1 count. Warren right now at 88 pitches. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, runner on first, 2-2 game. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And let's play that 2-strike horn. Let's see if Warren could get a strikeout here. Let's see if he could get his 6th strikeout of the game. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Yastrzemski. 2 outs, 1 man on, 2-2 game. Here's the pitch. It is high. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Yastrzemski. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first, 2-2 game. Willie Adames waiting on deck. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. What's up, Joe? How's it going? And hey, struck him out. 6 strikeouts for Will Warren. A solid outing. And we are going to the bottom of the 5th. That brings up the top of the order. So that's what I'm talking about. And we got Stephen B in the building. What's up, Stephen B? How's it going? Joe bringing us some injury report. He's saying Jose Siri fouled the ball off of his leg and was taken out the game limping. Oh, that sucks. Oh man, you're insulting Rodney. Uh-oh. You're insulting the instigator, bro. What is wrong with you, man? You shouldn't be doing that. Captain Hook, Stephen B. Is Stephen B's name Captain Hook? We're gonna start coming up with nicknames for everybody. So I guess Stephen B is Captain Hook. Stephen B is Captain Hook. Rodney is Mr. Instigator. I'm going to call CT Cards JD Davis 2.0. I got you, Joe. And let's check some of these scores around Major League Baseball. So the Tigers are beating the Twins 4-0, bottom of the 9th. The Phillies are beating the Cardinals 4-1, heading into the bottom of the 9th. The Marlins are beating the Nationals 1-0, top of the 3rd. Mets and Athletics going to the top of the 3rd, 0-0. White Sox, Red Sox, bottom of the 2nd, 0-0. But Will Warren with a solid inning, 5 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs. Gave up 2 walks, but he struck out 6. So this was a very solid outing for Will Warren. Hopefully he can get the W. And here we have Ben Rice, who is at the plate as he takes a strike. Here's the 0-1, and Rice fouls that back. So no balls, 2 strikes to Ben Rice. So Stephen B is Mr. Doom. We could call him Mr. Fixer Upper. Mr. Fixer Upper. That's a good one. As Ben Rice takes the ball here, so it's 1 ball, 2 strikes to Ben Rice. Here's the 1-2. Oh, almost gets hit way inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Ben Rice as Aaron Judge is waiting on deck. Hicks sets. Here's the pitch. And it's fouled off. So still staying alive. So it's still a 2-2 count. Mr. Cheesecake. Oh, yeah. We're definitely going to call him Mr. Cheesecake. Mr. Cheesecake. Here's the 2-2. And Ben Rice hits it to center field. It drops in front of Jung-Hoo Lee as Ben Rice is on there with a single. He is 1-for-2 in today's game. That was pitch number 79 thrown by Hicks. That will bring up the captain, Aaron Judge. Mr. Cheesecake. Mr. Cheesecake, Mr. Instigator. I'm going to call CT Cards JD Davis 2.0. Here we have Aaron Judge at the plate. And he takes a ball. So ball 1 to Aaron Judge, who is 1-for-2 in today's game. Here's the 1-0. It is fouled off. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike to Aaron Judge. We have a runner on first, nobody out. It is a 1-1 count. Yankees trying to make something here. Hicks checks first. He sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Aaron Judge. John Q says he loves Colorado. Was at Lowry Air Force. Okay. Spent a lot of time with Navy SEALs camping in the mountains. Okay, cool. You're in the Navy. All right, man. Here's the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Aaron Judge as Cody Bellinger is waiting on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Runner on first here in the bottom of the 5th. It's a 2-2 game. Hicks sets. Here's the pitch. And Judge hits a line drive to left field, and he is on there for a single. Now we have runners on first and second. Yankees trying to make a little noise here as that brings up Cody Bellinger. So another opportunity for the Yankees to make something happen here. A nice hit by Aaron Judge. I'm sure a lot of Giants fans probably don't like Judge, especially when the Giants made an offer for him. And the exit velo on that ball, on that hit ball, was 112.5 miles per hour. And here we have Cody Bellinger. And it's a swing and a miss. So for strike 1. Gusto's nickname, I think I'm going to call him Mr. Triggerfinger because he likes to kick people out. Too bad he's not in here. Maybe he's watching and he's spying on us. And that pitch is in there for a strike on a sweeper. Count now is 0-2. Yankees have runners on first and second with nobody out. It's an 0-2 count. As Hicks checks second, here's the pitch. And Bellinger hits it over to second baseman to center field. And that will score a run. It's a 3-2 game. Let's go. Judge moves over to third. A single by Cody Bellinger. Cody Bellinger having himself a nice game. Let's go. Another RBI. Yankees take a 3-2 lead. Still nobody out. Runners on the corners. That brings up Paul Goldschmidt. Thanks there, John. I appreciate you. You're the man. Thank you for being here. Yankees take a 3-2 lead here on a single by Cody Bellinger. That does bring up Paul Goldschmidt. Let's see what he does. Here's the pitch. And Goldschmidt hits that to right field. And that will go into the stands on a ground rule double. That does score a run. It's a 4-2 game. Runners on second and third. Yankees making some noise. Let's go. Goldie making it happen. That does bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. to the plate. So Yankees have a 4-2 lead now. So the Yankees have a couple of runs in this inning. So I appreciate you looking out for me there, Ronnie. That's so thoughtful of you. Oh, my God. Yeah, I do need to watch it, though. And here we have Jazz Chisholm Jr., who is 0 for 2 in today's game. And he takes the ball. Rodriguez warming up in the bullpen for the San Francisco Giants. Right-handed pitcher. As Jazz takes a strike, it's a 1-1 count now. Yeah, Jazz has to make something happen here too. Absolutely. Here's the 1-1. Ball's in the dirt, but good stop there by the catcher. Runners will stay put, so it's a 2-1 count now. You got some new gear for our games. What kind of gear we talking about, dude? Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Never mind. I won't say none. But it's 2-1 count to Jazz Chisholm as it becomes 3-1 now. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Runners on second and third. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. The Yankees have a 4-2 lead. Ronnie says, duh. Excuse me, bro. And the count is now full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. Thanks, Bill. I'll keep that in mind. Here's the 3-2. And Jazz Chisholm draws a walk. And the bases are loaded for Anthony Volpe. And let's see if they make a pitching change here. Hicks is at 94 pitches right now. You got $500 on the Yankees? All right. Hopefully it pays off for you, dude. Huff is out there talking with Hicks as Anthony Volpe is stepping up into the plate. He is 0 for 1 in today's game. He did have a walk in the 4th inning. And it looks like there is going to be a pitching change. So that will do it for Jordan Hicks, as we will have a pitching change and do up Volpe, Wells, Dominguez. So let's see if the Yankees could do some more damage here as Hicks is going to the dugout. It's J.D. Davis, and he's pulling a DJ LeGrand out. Yeah, you're right there, Stephen B. Speaking of which, DJ LeMahieu is in Tampa, apparently. But we are in a commercial break. But I do appreciate everybody tuning in. Thank you all so much. Make sure you all hit that like button on the if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's see how many likes I got. How many likes do I have? Let's see. Yeah, leave DJ alone. That's Rodney's guy. So I'm at 24 likes. You know what, folks? If we could get to 50 likes while we're live, if we get to 50 likes, I will purchase a membership. So the last time I did, Joe from NY Yankee Mania was the recipient of that membership. That's who YouTube randomly picked. So if we get to 50, I will purchase a membership. So we'll see who gets that membership. Hey, I'm begging, but I'm also going to gift a membership if we get to 50 likes while we're live. So it looks like as of right now, let's see, how many likes did I say? We're at 24, so we're 26 away. I'd love to see a grand slam from Volpe. So yeah, if we get to 50, I'm buying a membership. 1 through 4 hitters reach base in 7 of 12 plate appearances today. So looking good there, boys. It brings up Anthony Volpe, pitching alert. Randy Rodriguez taking over for the San Francisco Giants as Jordan Hicks was taken out of the game. Hicks just pitched 4 innings, gave up 8 hits, 4 runs, struck out 3, walked 3 in today's game. And first pitch to Volpe is a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Ronnie, let's start talking about breaking. I couldn't resist. I'm sorry. It's 1 ball, 1 strike to Anthony Volpe. Ronnie's got like receipts for me when he gets out here to Colorado. Oh boy, I'm in trouble. Here's the 1-1. And that is in there for a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Anthony Volpe. Brick dust around the bases. Yeah, you'll have to tell me about that one there, Bill. And count now is 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Anthony Volpe. Yeah, true. It's a rough one for the Orioles right now, but season's still young there, man. 2 balls, 2 strikes, bases loaded. The Yankees have a 4-2 lead here in the bottom of the 5th. And did he go? And they said he did not. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. So the count is now full. Austin Wells waiting on deck as Rodriguez sets. Here's the pitch. And it is fouled off. So Volpe still staying alive. Rodriguez sets. Here's the pitch. And Volpe hits that to right center field. That ball is traveling. Jung-Hoo Lee makes the catch. And that will score a run. So it is a sac fly. And it's a 5-2 game. Jazz tags up from first to second. And we have runners on second and third now with 1 out. And that does score Bellinger. It's a 5-2 game now, folks. And that will bring up Austin Wells. Much better game being played today. I know that, it's still the bottom of the 5th, but the game last night, it was just miserable. I mean, it was just beyond miserable. But Yankees in a better position right now. But it's a 5-2 game. Yankees are up. And it's a big swing and a miss by Austin Wells. And it's an 0-1 count. But I'll take a sac fly, man. Yankees doing better today with the situational hitting. I won't call you daddy there, Ronnie. And that pitch is foul. That ball is fouled, so it's an 0-2 count to Austin Wells. So one out here in the bottom of the fifth. Runners on second and third. Yankees have a 5-2 lead. So Yankees doing some work here in the bottom of the fifth. Here's the 0-2. Count now is 1-2 strikes now to Austin Wells as Jason Dominguez is waiting on deck. Here's the 1-2. And Wells fouls it off, still staying alive. So 1-2 strikes. Lifetime Boston Celtic fan. You like Bill Russell, Viking blood? For sure. That's cool, man. 1-2, and Wells strikes out looking. And that is 2 outs here in the inning. I know, Ronnie. I know. And here we have Jason Dominguez, who's at the plate as he takes the ball. So it's a 1-0 count. So 2 outs here in the bottom of the fifth. The Yankees do have a 5-2 lead. Here's the 1-0. And Dominguez hits that to left field, and he hits a single. That will score a run. So it's a 6-2 game now. Or it scores 2 runs. Good speed by Jazz. That boy could run, man. So 7-2 game, folks. A single by Dominguez. By the Martian. Let's go. 7-2. Yankees are up. Beautiful hit by Dominguez. He sends that to the opposite side of the field. But yeah, Jazz could run, man. Oh, and that pitch is high. Oswaldo Cabrera is at the plate now. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. Yeah, good hit by the Martian. He certainly needed that. I'm glad he got it. So, and Cabrera fouls that one back. It is 1-1 now. So 1-1 strike, 2 outs. Runner on first. Bottom of the fifth. The Yankees have a 7-2 lead. How we feeling, folks? How we feeling? Let me know. I hope you all are jumping up and down. Hopefully you're all excited. Just don't get a stroke. And a stolen base by Dominguez. Let's go. Let's go. It's a 2-1 count. A stolen base for Dominguez. So now we have a runner on second. With 2 outs. And here's the pitch to Cabrera as he fouls that off. So 2-2 strikes to Oswaldo Cabrera. So yeah, so Dominguez snapped his 0 for 15 streak. That was his first hit since last Saturday at Pittsburgh. The Yankees do have Fernando Cruz warming up in the bullpen, so he should be coming into the top of the sixth. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a miss, and Oswaldo Cabrera strikes out, but the Yankees do damage. They score 5 runs. They were up 7-2. We are heading into the top of the sixth. We are going to a commercial break, and I will be right back, folks. So around the majors, Padres have an 11-3 record. They lead. They have the best record so far in Major League Baseball. Surprising. I mean, I know the season's still young, but here we have Fernando Cruz on the mound, so he is taking over pitching duties for Will Warren. Will Warren did quite well, pitched quite well in today's game, exceptional outing. So let's hope he can get the win here. So it's a 1-0 count to Adames as he is 0 for 2 in today's game. All right, Bill, we'll see you later there, bud. Take care, man. It's great chatting with you as always. Be well. Whatever you say there, Rodney. Whatever you say there. And Adames hits that to left center field. Bellinger's right there to throw the ball into the infield, and it is a single for Adames. Yeah, Ace, finally the freaking offense wakes up. And here we have Jung-Hoo Lee at the plate. He is 0 for 1 in today's game as he takes a strike. 0-1 count to Jung-Hoo Lee. Here's the 0-1. Outside for a ball. Mr. Cheesecake. One count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jung-Hoo Lee. They're showing Jonathan Loaizaga there, who should be making his comeback, I believe, around May or June. I can't wait to see him back. Can't wait to see some of these reinforcements coming back. Clark Schmidt coming back next week. Here's the 1-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. And Lou Trevino warming up there for the San Francisco Giants, former New York Yankee pitcher. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jung-Hoo Lee. Here's the pitch. And it's a ground ball. And Volpe was off the bag, so runners are safe. So runners on first and second. Let's see what happened here in the replay. So Jazz gets to ground the ball, throws over, but throws it a little too high, which forces Volpe off the bag. So I don't know if they'll rule that as an error or as a hit. Should be an error. Yeah, it is scored as an error. So what should have been an out is an error. So don't like to see that. But we have runners on first and second now. Still nobody out. Chapman is at the plate. Here's the pitch by Cruz. It is a ball. All right, John Q. John Q getting down tonight. And count now is 2-0 to Chapman. I'll take Jazz over Torres at second base every day of the week there, Joe. Yeah, Cruz needs to start throwing some strikes for sure. Here's the 2-0. There's a strike. It's 2 balls, 1 strike. There you go. He was listening there, Susan. He was listening. The Yankees do have a 7-2 lead here in the top of the 6th. There's 2 runners on, and it's a 2-1 count. And the ball does get away, but runners will stay put. So 3 balls, 1 strike now to Matt Chapman. Bounces off the chest of Austin Wells, but ball doesn't get far away at least. As Cruz sets, checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. And he walks him. So the bases are loaded, folks. The bases are loaded. Still nobody out. And I think Matt Blake is going to pay a visit to the mound to talk with Fernando Cruz as we have a mini break here, folks. Yeah, well, they would have had at least one out in the inning if Jazz didn't blow that throw. That was a bad throw by him, man. And they got Luke Weaver warming up in the bullpen right now. Well, at least they had him up, so I'll probably start warming up here shortly. And Ramos is at the plate now. The bases are loaded. Yankees have a 7-2 lead. There's still nobody out right now here in the top of the sixth. The Yankees can use a double play here as Cruz sets. Here's the pitch, and that is a ball, so 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. 1-1 now to Ramos. So it's a 1-1 count. Wade Jr. waiting on deck. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. Here's the 1-1. And that ball's popped up in the infield. Paul Goldschmidt right there to make the play for out number 1. Runners will stay put. Yankees finally get their first out of the inning. That does bring up Wade Jr. to the plate. Double play ball would be perfect right here, folks. That way they can get out of this inning clean. Cruz sets. Here's the pitch. That is a ball, so 1 ball, no strikes to Wade Jr. The bases are loaded. We have 1 out here in the top of the sixth. It's a 7-2 game. Cruz gets the signal. He sets. Here's the 1-0. And he did go. Count now is 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Lamont Wade Jr. Here's the 1-1. Good block there by Austin Wells. So that could have been bad. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Lamont Wade Jr. So 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases loaded right now here in the top of the sixth. Cruz sets. Here's the pitch. And it's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Wade Jr. Let's see if Cruz can get a strikeout here. Here's the 2-2. And it is fouled off. So Wade Jr. still staying alive. Wilmer Flores waiting on deck. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Bases loaded. Here's the pitch, and just misses. So the count is now full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Lamont Wade Jr. Let's see if the Yankees can get out number 2 here. Double play would be fantastic for them to get out of this inning. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, and he shrug him out. Outs here, folks. And that will bring up Ramos to the plate. Nice pitch. Nice pitch. And Flores is up at the plate. Here's the pitch to Flores. That is in there for a strike on an 82-mile-per-hour slider. Flores had a 2-run home run in the second inning. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. Bases are still loaded here in the top of the 6th. Good block there by Austin Wells. The count now is 1 ball, 1 strike to Flores. Yankees trying to get out of this inning here. So 1 ball, 1 strike, bases loaded, 2 outs. It's a 7-2 game. Here's the pitch from Cruz, and inside, 2 balls, 1 strike now. So it's now 2 balls, 1 strike to Flores. Cruz trying to get out of this inning as he sets. Here's the pitch. And Flores hits that to right field, drops in front of Aaron Judge, and that will score 2 runs. It's now a 7-4 game. Runners on first and third. Flores having himself a nice game here. So it's a 2-run scored by Flores on a single. So that is a 4 RBI game here for him. So it's a 7-4 game now. So the Giants are trailing by 3 runs now. So Cruz is being taken out. They're bringing in Luke Weaver, and that will take us to a commercial break. So it looks like, obviously Yankees not wanting to take any risks, and at the same time, they used some of their bullpen arms yesterday. So, they got to be smart with the bullpen, especially because the Yankees don't have a day off for a while, right? As of counting yesterday, the Yankees are playing 13 straight days. So hopefully the Yankees can get out this inning without having any more damage. Joe Girardi. The thing is, I won't get into this conversation, but I know there's a lot of fans out there that want Boone gone, but who do you bring? But folks, actually, since we are in a commercial break, I do want to share some news. This was sent to me from our friend Brad. Looks like Luis Hill is expected to start his throw-in program next week en route to returning with the team. So remember, Luis Hill did have a lat strain, so he's going to begin a throw-in program next week. So this is some good news. So again, some more reinforcements coming back. The Yankees, they certainly need help in the rotation for no doubt, man. Yeah, the players love Boone. They didn't love Girardi. I mean, Torrey, yeah, he's up there in age now. I mean, he's not going to manage anymore. So he's just enjoying his life. But Luke Weaver is in the game. He's pitched in 4 games so far this season. No wins, no losses, a 0 ERA. Billy Martin. But we have runners on the corners with 2 outs here. The Yankees have a 7-4 lead as Huff is at the plate and he fouls one back for strike one. So it's an 0-1 count to Huff. He has struck out twice in today's game. Blue Jays are a good team there, Chua. That's why. Orioles, I mean, they didn't really do anything to improve their team in the offseason. You all have good players, but just didn't make any moves. You all lost Santander. You all lost Corbin Burns. But it is a 1-1 count here to Huff. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. Let's see if Weaver can get a strikeout. Let's Yankees trying to get out of this inning. One ball, 2 strikes, runners on first and third, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. The Yankees have a 7-4 lead. Here's the pitch, and Huff fouls that back. Still staying alive. Runners take their lead as Weaver sets. Here's the pitch. Did he go? No, just misses. So didn't get the call that he wanted. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Huff. I mean, it looked like a strike to me based on that replay. Looked like it got the corner there. But here's the 2-2. Count is now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. That will release the runner on first. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Yankees have a 7-4 lead. As Weaver sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Let's go. And we are going to the bottom of the 6th. That's going to bring up the Yankees' top of the lineup. So we're back to the top of the lineup. So Rice, Volpe, Bellinger. That's what I'm talking about. But the Giants do score 2 runs. It's a 7-4 game now. Yeah, DM. I think the bats. You know what? The bats are fine. I know they've had their moments this season, but I think the bats will be fine. The pitching is the question mark, particularly with the starting rotation as of right now, right? But with Clark Schmidt coming back next week, and then Luis Hill, he's about to begin his throwing program next week, right? So now that I'm like we're thinking about this, the starting rotation now when once Luis Hill gets back, right, Clark Schmidt gets back, you're looking at Max Fried, Rodon, Schmidt, Hill, and Will Warren probably. And the last 3 pitchers I said not in that particular order, but you all know what I'm saying. So the pitching rotation once Schmidt comes back, once Hill gets back, the starting 5 will look way better than what the Yankees started out with. So, I wish this was the starting 5 starting the season. Obviously, I wish the starting 5 was with Garrett Cole, but unfortunately, that's not the case. But Yankees are just making do with what they have right now. Yeah, well, Stroman's not going to be in that rotation. Neither is Carrasco. I think they're going to keep Warren in there. I really do. If Will Warren could have outings like this consistently, I mean, I think he's safe to be in the rotation. So, I think Carrasco's either in the bullpen or gone. I see Carrasco in the bullpen, honestly. Although, again, they're going to have some reinforcements coming back there, right? Jonathan Loaisiga, Jake Cousins at some point will be back, hopefully, right? I'm never counting on Scott Efros to come back because that guy, he can't stay healthy to save his life. I mean, recently he just had another setback. I mean, it just never ends with that guy. So, again, slowly but surely, hopefully the Yankees can have some of these reinforcements come back, but they just have to hold on with what they have. Oh yeah, Matzik, he's another one. Brubaker is another one, right? Brubaker, I mean, he's another guy who hasn't seen the mound much for the Yankees. And here we have former Yankee Lou Trevino taking over here in the bottom of the sixth. He is going to take over pitching duties. Clayton Beater, yeah, true, Jacob. So the Yankees have a ton of arms slowly, hopefully coming back, right? Beater's another guy, right? He's pitched some with the Yankees, but he just can't stay healthy. He's got good stuff. I do like Clayton Beater. Efros is a lost cause. He's done. He's done at this point. Um, never really worked out for him so far, but Lou Trevino is on the mound. Ben Rice is going to lead off here in the bottom of the sixth. So let's see what Ben Rice can do. You don't produce, we take money. I'm down. Here's the first pitch. And Ben Rice hits that to right field. And that ball is gone! A solo home run for Ben Rice. Let's go. The Yankees have an 8-4 lead. We got to play that siren. Fourth home run of the season. 113.2 miles per hour on the exit velo, 372 feet on the distance. We got to play that siren, folks. Where is that siren? Let's go. 8-4. Solo home run by Ben Rice. That's what I'm talking about. And that will bring up Aaron Judge, who was 2 for 3 in today's game. And Judge takes a strike, so it's strike one for Aaron Judge. He is 2 for 3 in today's game. The Yankees have an 8-4 lead now here in the bottom of the sixth. Here's the 0-1. Ball's outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike to the captain. Lou Trevino gets the signal. He sets. Here's the pitch. Inside. 2 balls, 1 strike to Aaron Judge. What's up, SGA? How's it going there, bud? Here's the 2-1. 3-1 now. So 3 balls, 1 strike now to Aaron Judge. Yankees have an 8-4 lead here in the bottom of the sixth. Here's the 3-1, and Aaron Judge will go to first base on a walk, and that brings up Cody Bellinger here, folks. I'll have to check the injury to Siri. I know he got hurt. That was mentioned earlier. And Bellinger does call time here. And Bellinger's 2 for 3 in today's game. Here's the pitch from Trevino. That is a ball, so 1-0 count to Cody Bellinger. It keeps showing the Ben Rice replay here on his solo shot. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss by Cody Bellinger. So 1-1 now. Oh boy, Jacob. That doesn't sound too good. Here's the 1-1. And Bellinger pops that one up in the infield. And it looks like Adames makes the play for out number 1. And that will bring up Paul Goldschmidt to the plate. I will not be able to do a post game. I gotta run out and take care of a few things there, man. So here we have Paul Goldschmidt coming to the plate. He is 1 for 2 in today's game. And slugging leaders, Aaron Judge, 769. Ben Rice with 707. I believe I forgot who the other batter was. Was that Lindor? I think. He was like 745. I missed the name. My fault, folks. But runner on first, 1 out, bottom of the 6th. And we have Paul Goldschmidt at the plate. And Goldschmidt hits that into center field. Jung Hoo Lee is underneath the ball, and he makes the play for out number 2, which will now bring up Jazz Chisholm Jr. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is 0 for 2 in today's game. He did score a run, and he did walk in the 5th inning. So 2 outs, 1 man on, as Jazz Chisholm Jr. takes a strike. Let's see if the Yankees can get more runs here. As Trevino is waiting for the signal, and he does step off the mound, and looks like he's back. 0-1 count to Jazz Chisholm. Here's the pitch, and it's a swing and a miss. So count now is 0-2. So no balls, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm Jr. here in the bottom of the 6th. That ball's outside, so 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Jazz. Let's see if the Yankees can score more runs here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first, bottom of the 6th. Yankees have an 8-4 lead. And Trevino throws over to first to check on Judge. Trevino sets. Here's the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jazz Chisholm. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Here's the pitch from Trevino. Swing and a miss as Jazz strikes out. That will end the inning. But the Yankees do get another run on a Ben Rice solo home run. The Yankees have an 8-4 lead. We are heading to the top of the 7th. And we are in a commercial break right now, folks. Let's see how many likes we're at. We're at 28 likes, folks. 28. So 22 more likes to go till 50. Can we get to 50 likes? Can we get to 50 likes during this live stream? If we could get, like I said, if there's 22 people out there that have not liked this live stream, hit that like button. If we get to 50 while we're live, I will gift a membership. Chicken tamales, nice. Yeah, I had some leftovers for lunch today, so yeah, I'm sick of the Jazz strikeouts too. A lot of us are. Let's be honest. Definitely not a fan of these strikeouts from Jazz. He's leading the majors. At least he was tied last I checked. I don't know about now, but yeah, he needs to be better though. Ace says, "Bro, I'm starting this. Ben Rice should learn to play third. He has an arm because he plays catcher. He already plays one of the hot corners, and it will solve all of our problems. You heard it here first." All right, bro. You got it, man. You got it. So Ace kind of putting something out there in the universe. That's cool. I dig it. Petruzzi says LI having a hell of a day when his 2 sons. That's funny. But looks like we are back to the game. They're showing the injury report to Marcus Stroman. And it says reported left knee pain following last night's start. Placed on the 15-day IL today. Left knee inflammation. The Yankees did activate Alan Winans. He's been selected to the active roster. Yeah, Jazz really needs to stop trying to hit for the moon every freaking time. And he does try too hard. So, and top of the seventh here, as Fitzgerald will lead off here in the top of the seventh. Luke Weaver is back on the mound, and not sure what home plate umpire is doing right now. Oh, it looks like there's a ball on the field. Infernus! What up, Infernus? What's up, bro? How's it going, man? What's up, Infernus? So Luke Weaver sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for Fitzgerald. It's 0-1. All right, good job, SGA. Got to get you to 400. Let's help out. Fly ball right side. Who makes the play? Aaron Judge is right there to make the play for out number one. You had a few guys running towards that ball, but Aaron Judge does make that play. 386. It should be 14 subs to 400 there, bud. If you're at 386 subs. So Yastrzemski at the plate. He is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts today. And it's a 1-0 count for Yastrzemski. Here's the 1-0. 2 balls and no strikes now. Yankees have an 8-4 lead here in the top of the seventh with 1 out. It's a 2-ball, no strike count to Yastrzemski. Here's the pitch from Weaver, and that is fouled. So 2 balls and 1 strike now. Two balls, 1 strike. Weaver sets. Here's the pitch, and that is fouled back. So the count now is 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here with nobody on. Here's the pitch, and the count is now full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Yastrzemski. Here's the 3-2. And Yastrzemski hits that high into right field. Can Judge make the play? It is out of play. So a souvenir for a fan. So Yastrzemski steps back into the batter's box. Luke Weaver is ready to go. Here's the pitch, and he fouls that off. So still a 3-2 count. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the seventh. Yankees have an 8-4 lead. Here's the pitch, and he walks him. So runners on first now with 1 out. and that will bring up Willie Adames. So Willie Adames is at the plate. He is 1 for 3 in today's game. We have a runner on first with one out, top of the seventh. Here's the pitch. And it's a swing and a miss. So the count is 0-1. So no balls, one strike to Adames. Here's the 0-1. And that is called a strike. Adames didn't like that call. Seemed a little low, but hey, I'm not going to complain. It is 0-2. Let's see if Weaver can get a strikeout here. Here's the 0-2. And that is a ball. So count now is 1 ball, 2 strikes to Adames, and Mark Leiter Jr. warming up in the bullpen right now. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Willie Adames. Here's the 1-2. Does he go? Does not go. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count is now even. Here's the 2-2. And Adames fouls that. Still staying alive. Jung-Hoo Lee waiting on deck. Here's the 2-2. And Adames pops that one up. Aaron Judge is right there to make the play for out number 2. And the Yankees are 1 out away from getting it out of the top of the 7th. And that does bring up Jung-Hoo Lee. Still have a runner on first with 2 outs. Yankees have an 8-4 lead as Weaver checks first base. Jung-Hoo Lee is ready to go. Weaver is ready to go as he sets. Here's the pitch. That is inside. It's 1 ball, no strike to Jung-Hoo Lee. Two balls, no strikes now to Jung-Hoo Lee. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th with a runner on first. Weaver sets. Here's the pitch. And that one's lined to right field. Aaron Judge is right there. He will throw the ball into the infield, and it is a double for Jung-Hoo Lee. We got runners on second and third with 2 outs now, and that will bring up Matt Chapman to the plate. Nice piece of hitting there by Jung-Hoo Lee. Orioles have 2 runs. It's 3-2 Blue Jays. Okay. Orioles making some noise there. Matt Chapman is at the plate now. He is 0 for 2 in today's game. So we do have 2 outs here in the top of the 7th. The Yankees trying to get out of this inning. We got runners on second and third. First pitch is a ball, so 1 ball, no strike. So 1 ball, no strike to Matt Chapman as Weaver sets. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. The count now is 1 ball, 1 strike to Matt Chapman. Luke Weaver trying to get out of this inning here. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Weaver sets. Here's the pitch. That is in there for a strike. Let's play that 2-strike horn. Weaver get a strikeout here. The Yankees get out of the 7th inning. As Weaver sets. Here's the pitch. And it's in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Chapman as Doval is warming up in the bullpen. Right-handed pitcher for the San Francisco Giants. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, 2 men on. 2nd and 3rd. Yankees have an 8-4 lead here. Weaver trying to get out of the 7th inning as Weaver sets. Here's the pitch. Count is now full. So 3-2 now, folks. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Chapman. Ramos is waiting on deck. So important pitch coming up here. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, and he shrug him out. And we are going to the bottom of the 7th, folks. And we are going to a commercial break. It is the 7th inning stretch. And I will be right back, folks. right, folks, we should be heading back to the game here momentarily. They're showing a game summary here for the Yankees Giants game. So Jordan Hicks pitched 4 innings, gave up 8 hits, gave up 7 runs, walked 3, struck out 3. Wilmer Flores, 2 for 3 with a home run, 4 RBI game for him. Yankees 1 through 4 hitters, 7 for 13 with 5 RBIs, 7 runs. Will Warren pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 hits, gave up 2 runs, walked 2, struck out 6. So, the Yankees batters 1 through 4 hitters looking good. Will Warren with a solid outing. So we should be heading back to the game here momentarily. And just to check other scores here around Major League Baseball, Toronto, Baltimore 3-3. A's are beating the Mets 2-1. The Rays are beating the Braves 2-0. Red Sox up 2-0 against the White Sox. Marlins are beating the Nationals 6-3. Got some games being played later. The Twins lost to the Tigers 4-0. The Phillies beat the Cardinals 4-1. And we are back in the game here. It's the bottom of the 7th. Yankees have a 4-1 lead, or excuse me, an 8-4 lead. And Lou Trevino is back on the mound for the Giants as Volpe takes the ball. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Anthony Volpe. Here's the 1-1. That is outside for a ball. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Anthony Volpe. Lou Trevino sets. Here's the pitch. And that is fouled back. The count now is 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Anthony Volpe. Cool there, SGA. Austin Wells is waiting on deck. It's a 2-2 count to Anthony Volpe. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. That pitch it looked inside. Umpires said otherwise. Volpe didn't like the call, but we do have 1 out in the inning. And here we have Austin Wells as he takes the ball. So it's a 1-0 count. Austin Wells is 1 for 3 in today's game. Here's the pitch from Trevino. Outside for a ball. So 2 balls and no strikes. I could tune in. I won't jump on live with you, but I'll tune in, and once you hit 400, I'll tune in. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out to Austin Wells. Yankees have an 8-4 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Trevino sets. Here's the pitch, and Wells fouls that off. So 2-1, 2 balls, 1 strike. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Trevino. Swing and a miss. So count now is even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Wells fouls it off. Still staying alive. Wells is out of the batter's box. Looks like he is ready to go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Yankees have an 8-4 lead here in the bottom of the 7th as Trevino pitches, and it is a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes now to Austin Wells. Here's the 3-2, and Wells hits that into the shallow right field, but Adames is right there to make the play for out number 2. And that will bring up Jason Dominguez to the plate, who was 1 for 3 in today's game, but he did have a 2-run single in the 5th and a stolen base. Trevino sets. Here's the pitch. It's a swing and a miss for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. And it's a chopper. And Adames charges the ball. Makes the play. Just got him out. But it looks like Dominguez is saying he wants to challenge. He thinks he's safe. He's asking Aaron Boone to check. So, nice charge there by Adames. They're showing the replay here. And he's safe. Dominguez is safe. So that call should get overturned. So the play is being challenged, but it should be overturned. It should be overturned. So while they're discussing that, so real quick, folks, I am currently at 31 likes. Let me just double check that. Yeah, 31 likes. So if there's 19 people that have not liked this live stream, make sure you hit that like button. If we get 19 more likes, if we get to 50, I will purchase a membership. So 19 more people. And if you're watching this for the first time, you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with everybody you know. We're trying to get to 1,600. Of course, the big goal is 2,000, but 1,600 is first. Little by little, I would appreciate it. And here we have Oswaldo Cabrera at the plate, and he is 1 for 3 in today's game. So Dominguez is on first base, and that is a strike to Cabrera. So that is a hit for Jason Dominguez. He is 2 for 4 now in today's game. So it is an 0-1 count here to Oswaldo Cabrera. Lou Trevino sets. Here's the pitch. 1 ball, 1 strike to Oswaldo Cabrera. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th with a runner on first. Yankees seeing if they can add on some more runs. Here's the pitch from Trevino. 2-1 now. So 2 balls, 1 strike to Oswaldo Cabrera. So runner on first, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. 2 balls, 1 strike to Oswaldo Cabrera. As Trevino sets. Here's the pitch. It's 3-1 now. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Oswaldo Cabrera. Trevino checks first. He sets. Here's the pitch. And that is called a strike. Count is now full. That'll release Dominguez from first base. It's 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on first. Yankees have an 8-4 lead here in the bottom of the 7th. Let's see how this plays out. Here's the 3-2. Swing and a miss, and Oswaldo Cabrera strikes out. We are heading to the top of the eighth. Yankees have an 8-4 lead. Ramos, Wade Jr., Flores coming up. That'll bring in Mark Leiter Jr. into the game, who was warming up in the bullpen. Yeah, imagine there, Jacob. Imagine. Oh yeah, what's the reaction? What's the reaction right now? 5-3 Orioles. All right, Chua, there you go. Orioles taking the lead now. Well, we are in a commercial break right now, folks. Yankees have an 8-4 lead. We're going to the top of the eighth. So game slowly but surely winding down. Yeah, figured he would say that. Figured he would say that there, Petruzzi. But yeah, we are at, just so folks know, we are at 31 likes. If we get 19 more likes while we're live, I will buy a membership. So trying to get to 50 likes. So 19 more, people. 19 more. So if you haven't hit that like button, hit that like button. If you're watching this on X, come over to my homepage, hit that link, join in, hit that subscribe button, join in on the conversation. So let's see if Mark Leiter Jr. can have a good outing. I think he will. I think he'll be fine. But how's everybody feeling today? What's going on? Anybody have any big plans after the game? Anybody doing anything after the game? Anybody got any plans for this Saturday? Or are you just hanging out at home? What is going on, folks? Whoa. And Mark Leiter Jr. just hits Ramos, so on the first pitch, so Ramos will take first base. Susan says too nasty out for sure. Yeah, and it hits off the looks like the shoulder off of Ramos, as he will take first base on a hit by pitch. Trent Grisham now in center field. Cody Bellinger moved over to left field. So Bellinger left, Grisham in center. So for defensive purposes, of course, so Dominguez is not in the game. And Wade Jr. is 0 for 3 in today's game as he takes a strike. So line out, ground out, strikeout for Wade Jr. Here's the pitch. And that is a strike. So the count now is 0-2. So let's see if Leiter Jr. can get a strikeout here. Leiter sets. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. Went out here in the top of the eighth. First strikeout there for Mark Leiter Jr. Yankees playing a much better game today. Definitely a night and day difference compared to where they were last night. Let's just hope that they could keep this lead. Nothing else changes, and we have Flores at the plate now. He is 2 for 3 in today's game. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Flores. Cool, Chua. Frederick is saying I'm watching the game on Fox Sports 1. Yeah, I know this game is on Fox Sports 1. I'm watching it through MLB TV, and they're showing the Yes Network. So we have 1 out here in the top of the 8th with a runner on first. Here's the 1-1. And Flores pops that one up, and it looks like Volpe is there to make the play for out number 2. So 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. And I just realized I didn't have the game cast. I do apologize, folks. So we have 2 outs now here in the top of the 8th. We got a runner on first. Huff is at the plate now. He is 0 for 3 in today's game. First pitch from Leiter Jr. is a ball, so 1 ball, no strike to Sam Huff. He is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Maybe he gets a golden sombrero. Leiter Jr. checks first. He sets. Here's the pitch. That is ball 2. 2-0 count now to Huff. Sweet, Frederick. Hopefully Guardians do well for you. Leiter Jr. checks first as he sets. Here's the pitch. It's 3-0 now, so 3 balls, no strikes to Huff. 50s in Pittsburgh next Sunday, huh? Sounds like it's going to be pretty cool then. Here's the 3-0. That is called a strike, so 3 balls, 1 strike now to Huff. Leiter Jr. trying to get out of this 8th inning. Yankees have an 8-4 lead in the top of the 8th with 2 outs with a runner on first. Here's the 3-1, and it's way outside. And Huff will draw a walk, so that puts 2 runners on now for the Pirates. Or excuse me, for the Giants. I was thinking about the Pirates because Frederick was mentioning Pittsburgh. I got you, Chua. And that'll bring up Tyler Fitzgerald to the plate. Matt Blake is coming on to chat it up a little bit with Mark Leiter Jr. Tim Hill is warming up in the bullpen right now for the Yankees. So mini break right now as their players in the infield and Wells, Matt Blake talking with Mark Leiter Jr. Umpire comes over to break it up, says, let's go, we got to play. And Fitzgerald is stepping into the batter's box. So we're still at 31 likes, folks. 19 more likes. $19 more likes to 50, folks. Leiter Jr. checks second base. Here's the pitch to Fitzgerald. That is a ball on a 74-mile-per-hour curveball. That would be good there, Beagle. So 1 ball, no strike to Fitzgerald. Here's the pitch from Leiter Jr. That is fouled back. So the count now is 1-1. Yankees trying to get out of this 8th inning here. Leiter Jr. gets the signal. He checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. And he shows bunt, but it is foul, so it is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's play that horn. We have runners on first and second, 2 outs. It's a 1-2 count. Yankees are up by 4. Mark Leiter Jr. sets. Here's the pitch. That's a ball. So count is now even at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Fitzgerald. Three balls, 2 strikes. So the count is now full. That will release the runners. So this will be a crucial pitch here for Mark Leiter Jr. 17 likes to 50. So I'm at 33 now. Sweet. Here's the 3-2. And that is fouled. All right, 17 more likes to 50, people. 17 more likes. Are there 17 people out there that have not liked this live stream yet? 17 more likes while we're live, and I will purchase a membership. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 men on. Runners will go. Here's the pitch from Leiter Jr. That is fouled off, so Fitzgerald staying alive. It looks like Tim Hill is warming up in the bullpen there for the Yankees. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 men on here in the top of the 8th. Mark Leiter Jr. sets. Here's the pitch. And Fitzgerald pops that one up to right field. Aaron Judge is right there to make the play for out number 3. And we are going to the bottom of the 8th, folks. It's an 8-4 lead. Yankees have the lead, trying to win this game to avoid losing the series. Hopefully they win today's game, and they will look to win the series tomorrow. So let's see what happens. But we are in a commercial break right now, folks. And let's see how many likes. It's 33. Maybe it might have changed. Yeah, 30. Says 32 on my end, but it's probably 33. YouTube doesn't always update. But thanks there, Chua. But yeah, if we could get 17 more likes, if we get to 50, I will purchase a membership. And if you're watching this for the first time, make sure you all hit that subscribe button too, and then join in on the conversation. I would greatly appreciate it. Let's continue growing out the strike zone. Oh, we are in a commercial break right now. Let's check these scores around baseball, Major League Baseball. So the A's are beating the Mets 2-1, bottom of the 7th. Orioles are up 5-3 in the top of the 7th. Rays are beating the Braves 2-1 at the top of the 7th. 2-2 game between the Red Sox and White Sox. Marlins are beating the Nationals 7-4. Guardians, Royals about to start. And that's what we got right now, folks. The Phillies beat the Cardinals 4-1. Tigers beat the Twins 4-0. Those were your games that were played earlier. And it looks like we are heading back into the game here. So showing a view of Yankee Stadium. And here we have Camilo Doval in the game. So he is taking over pitching duties. Devin Williams is warming up in the Yankees bullpen. Ben Rice is at the plate. He is 2 for 3 in today's game. He hit a solo home run in his last at bat. Looks like there's some issues with the pitch comm. And we are officially 3 hours into the game today, folks. We are also 3 hours into this live stream. So Ben Rice, 2 for 3, walk, single, solo home run, scored 2 runs. So good game for Ben Rice. And looks like there's still some issues with the pitch com. Now looks like they're having some problems here. Looks like we are ready to go. Looks like there's no issues. Ben Rice is ready to go as he steps into the batter's box. And the ball sets. Here's the pitch. And Ben Rice hits that to left field, but play is made by Ramos for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge to the plate. And here's Aaron Judge. And he takes a strike. So 0-1 count to Aaron Judge. He is 2 for 3 in today's game. So he had 2 singles. He walked and scored a couple of runs. Hey, what's up, D's channel? How's it going? You just woke up? Nice. And that pitch is low to Aaron Judge. It's a 1-0 count to Aaron Judge. Or, well, actually, no, 1-1. There was a mistake on the count there, but it's 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. So we have 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch from Doval. It is a ball, so 2 balls, 1 strike. I'm doing pretty good, D's channel. How are you? How's your Saturday going so far? 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch from Doval, and it's a grounder hit to Adames, who throws over to first base to Wade Jr. for out number 2. Judge is 2 for 4 in today's game. And that'll bring up Cody Bellinger, who is 2 for 4. And due up in the top of the 9th for the Giants is Yastrzemski, Adames, and Jung-Hoo Lee. So that'll be your top of the lineup for the San Francisco Giants. Assuming Devin Williams is probably going to come in to try and close out this game. And that pitch is a wild pitch, so that is a ball. 1-0 count. Might have slipped out of his hands. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike to Cody Bellinger, who was 2 for 4 in today's game. He had a triple single, scored 2 runs, had a couple of RBIs. So Cody Bellinger looked really good in today's game. So certainly needed that type of performance. Here's the 1-1. It is 1-2 now to Cody Bellinger. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cody Bellinger. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. The Yankees have an 8-4 lead. Let's see if they can add on some more. Here's the pitch. And Bellinger hits that to right field. And a nice diving play made there by Yastrzemski as he takes a hit away from Cody Bellinger. And that is out number 3. And we are heading to the top of the 9th as the Yankees look to close out this game and get their 8th win of the season, as they will try and improve to 8-6. A nice diving play there by Yastrzemski. That was pretty awesome. But we are heading to the top of the 9th. How's everybody feeling? How's everybody doing? What is up? What is up? So the game has officially been over 3 hours. So it has been a pretty long game. It is almost over though. So the game is almost over. Yankees have an 8-4 lead. Let's continue hitting that like button if you haven't yet. Hit that subscribe if you're new to this channel. Share this channel out. Let's continue growing this channel out. You're good. Oh, you worked earlier today, and now you're just watching. Oh, I appreciate you watching. Thanks for tuning in. You worked earlier today, huh? Where do you work there, D's channel? Like, what type of industry are you in? What kind of job do you have? Sweet, Shua. Thanks for letting me know. Let's check some other MLB scores here. So A's taking a 3-1 lead. Rays still have a 2-1 lead over the Braves. 2-2 game White Sox, Red Sox. 7-4 game Marlins, Nationals. Looks like 0-0 here in the top of the first between the Royals and Guardians. And have a couple more games here. The Pirates and Reds will play at 6:40, so they'll be playing here soon. And then you got the Astros and Angels playing at 5:10. They'll start shortly after that. Brewers, D-backs playing at 8:10. Rockies, Padres 8:40. Dodgers, Cubs 9:10. So we got a couple of late night games. All right, folks, we are here in the top of the ninth. Yankees trying to close out this game. It's an 8-4 lead. As Devin Williams is out on the mound, he's 0-1 with a 12 ERA, pitched 3 innings, struck out 5, walked 4 in 4 games. Let's see if he can close out this game clean and come out with a save as he pitches inside. That count is 1-0 to Yastrzemski. One ball, no strike to Yaz as Williams pitches, and that is fouled. Count now is 1 ball, 1 strike. Oh, okay, D's channel. You work at LaGuardia at the terminal as a terminal operations specialist. That's cool. That's pretty awesome. Yeah, I've flown into LaGuardia quite a bit. I've flown out of there too. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Yastrzemski. Do you live in Queens there, D's channel, or where do you live? So 2 balls, 1 strike. Williams sets. Here's the pitch. 3 balls, 1 strike now to Yastrzemski. They're showing Devin Williams' career ERA. March, April is usually not great for him, and then after March and April, he improves tremendously. Here's the 3-1, and he does walk the leadoff batter, so we do have a runner on first. Yastrzemski will take first base, and that will bring up Willie Adames, who was 1 for 4 in today's game. They are showing the Yankees schedule here. So they play in San Francisco in this series. Starting on Monday, they will play against the Royals. Then they will travel to Tampa Bay next Thursday on a 4-game set. So all right, we will resume the game here as Adames steps into the plate. He is 1 for 4 in today's game. And we have nobody out here in the top of the 9th. Runner on first as Devin Williams is trying to close out this game. Here's the first pitch. That is in there for a strike. So strike 1 to Willie Adames. So no balls, 1 strike to Adames. Here's the 0-1. And that is hit sharply to left field. And that ball goes to the wall. Cody Bellinger will field it, throw it to the infield. It is a double for Willie Adames. So we got runners on second and third now, folks. And it's an 8-4 game with still nobody out. So Williams struggles still continuing. But again, as the stats shown, March and April are not great months for him, but then he does improve tremendously. So runners on second and third right now. The Giants are threatening here in the top of the ninth. Yeah, it could be there, Susan. I mean, he's a father now. Maybe he's not getting sleep. Who knows? But Jung-Hoo Lee is at the plate. He's 1 for 3 in today's game. And it's an 0-1 count to Jung-Hoo Lee. Yankees trying to close out this game and get their first win. Or Devin Williams trying to get his first save as Jung-Hoo Lee fouls that back. That is 0-2. It's an 0-2 count. Oh, you saw Bob Costas? That's cool, D's channel. You live in Brooklyn? I still have family in Brooklyn. We have family. I got family in Brooklyn. Here's the 0-2 as Williams sets. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and number one. The Yankees are 2 outs away from winning this game. Yeah, where in Brooklyn do you live there, D's channel? I have family in Marine Park and Sheepshead Bay. And here we have Chapman at the plate as he takes a ball. So it's 1 ball, no strike to Chapman as Ian Hamilton is warming up in the bullpen right now. So 1-0 count, 1 out. We got runners on second and third. Yankees have an 8-4 lead. Here's the pitch from Williams. That is low, so 2 balls, no strike. Chapman is 0 for 3 in today's game. Yeah, well, I would expect that you expect for you to have that hope there, Jacob. I know Brighton Beach, Susan. I've hung out there back in the day. Here's the 2-0. That is in there for a strike on a 84-mile-per-hour changeup. So the count now is 2 balls, 1 strike. Park Slope? Oh, no way. That's awesome. Williams checks the runner at second. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. And it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Let's see if Williams could go back-to-back strikeouts here. Let's see if he could get his second strikeout of the game. Beautiful pitch there. Lots of spin. Here's the 2-2. He struck him out. Second out of the game. Boom. So we have 2 outs here in the inning. Runners on second and third. Williams trying to get his first save of the season. So good job to Williams in this outing so far. This is a better outing considering. So, and here we have Ramos at the plate as Williams throws his first pitch to Ramos, and that is a strike. So it's an 0-1 count. So Williams kind of getting into a groove right now. Williams sets. Here's the 0-1. That is a ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Yeah, D's channel. I am due. I need to visit. I am due for a visit. I'm long overdue. It's been 6 years since last time I stepped foot in New York. Oh, you're near the Methodist Hospital there, Susan. Okay. Swing and a miss. It's fouled off. Count is 1-2. Let's play that 2-strike horn. And Devin Williams got his 3rd strikeout of the game and finished and closed the game out. The Yankees are 1 out away from securing their 8th win of the season. 1 ball, 2 strikes Top of the ninth, 2 outs, runners on second and third. Williams checks the runner at second. He sets. Here's the pitch. And it's a grounder hit to Jazz Chisholm Jr. He throws over to first base, and the game is over. The Yankees win 8-4. The Yankees get their 8th win of the season. Devin Williams gets the first save. Good job to Devin Williams. Way to close it out. Great game played. Way to bounce back. Let's go. Much better game played today by the New York Yankees compared to last night. All around great game, right? All around great game. Cold Italian Pizza mentions Randazzo's Clam Bar, Sheepshead Bay. I got you. So, tons of condos and yeah. Yeah, better game for the Yankees, for sure. They needed this bounce back. Now they split the series. Now they will look to win the series tomorrow. Hopefully they can win 2 out of 3 before the San Diego, or not San Diego, the Kansas City Royals come into town. But, we got to give credit to Will Warren. We got to give, Will Warren had a solid outing. Went 5 innings. He struck out 6, walked 2, gave up 2. But he looked really good in today's game. The bats came alive. Aaron, the 1 through 4 hitters looked fantastic, right? So those bats needed to come alive. The bullpen, for the most part, did a good job. There was a little bit of a hiccup there with Fernando Cruz, but he still found a way to make it happen. But yeah, this is the kind of game that we want to see from the Yankees, day in, day out. So hopefully we see more games like this, but hopefully they play well tomorrow and get the series win. Carlos Rodon will be on the mound tomorrow, folks, just in case anybody was wondering. So it'll be Carlos Rodon on the mound for the Yankees. So let's see if they can win the series tomorrow. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you all to everybody who tuned in. Thank you all for hanging out. It is greatly appreciated. Make sure you all hit that like button on the way out. Hit that subscribe button. Share this channel out with everybody you know. I would greatly, greatly appreciate it. Dee's channel, thank you for the kind words. Thank you all so much. We're going to close this out, and I will see you all next time. You all have a good one. Have a good night. Enjoy your Saturday, and I will see you all tomorrow afternoon. Have a good one.